Hello everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play You Don't Know Jack Headrush. So, as I learned because I'd never played Headrush before, that first game, shorter questions, easier questions, and the only thing I knew was marketed to a younger crowd. I just didn't realize we were still talking preteen. Oh well. Anyway, 2 more games of this. At least it has interesting... That's the only word I can use to describe animations for the question intros and such. Well, let's see what else they've got in store for me, huh?
Okay, here we go. Who's playing today? Thank you. 1. That's my favorite number. What's your name?
And as always, you provide my name.
Hey you, I said what's your name? Type it in.
Yeah. You notice it doesn't give me a choice of how many questions I want, right?
Guess what? I'm calling you Chudy.
Chudy.
Alright, pick your icon.
Yeah, let's see, I picked the dinosaur baby there last time. Let's go with Skull Thing.
Okay, your buzzer's gonna be the letter B.
We're good. And now, here's Gamey. Hey, how you doing? Good to see ya, yada, yada, yada. That's all out of the way. Okay. So, here's what you gotta do. Question flies in, you know the answer, so you buzz in and you choose either 1, 2, 3, or 4. Then you either win a bunch of cash if you get it right, or you lose and I take away all your money and I humiliate you. Got it? All right, let's do it. Alrighty, pick one.
Yeah, let's make fun of old people. Like me.
The category
Ow.
is, let's make fun of old people. $10,000 for this one. Hey, you've all heard that saying, no pain, no gain when it comes to exercising, right? Well, if the saying were actually no pain, no gain, who would you most likely see exercising to the point of collapse? People who are going senile, people who are balding, people with varicose veins, or people with bladder control problems? Rogaine's a drug that balding people use to try to regrow their hair. But if they don't want to exercise, I guess they can always fall back on that popular comb-over technique.
All right, let's go. Brush, and bend, and brush.
Or you spray on
Category,
hair.
please.
This question's got balls.
Alright, give it
It
up.
has
for
moons.
This question's got balls. You give me a right answer, I give you $30,000. Okay, sports fans, listen up. A 48-minute NBA basketball game is made up of 4 12-minute quarters. A 60-minute NFL football game is made up of 4 15-minute quarters, while a 60-minute NHL hockey game is made up of 3 20-minute periods. And finally, a 90-minute Major League Soccer game is made up of 2 45-minute halves. You got it? I hope so. Now, considering official time only, which of these lasts the longest? 1 MLS half, 2 NHL periods, 3 NFL quarters, or 4 NBA quarters?
Let's see, 48.
4 quarters of NBA basketball is 48 minutes long, which makes it the longest. And Lord help you if you're an LA Clippers fan. Those games feel more like 48 hours.
Oh, they haven't since I got Blake Griffin.
Okay, I need a category.
MC Gulliver. Huh.
This baby is MC Gulliver. 10,000 beanies if you get this one. Think fast. Imagine that Gulliver puts out a hip-hop album about his crazy adventures. Which would be the most likely title for his CD? Mackin' with the ladies in Middle-earth, living large in Lilliput, feeling nasty in Never Never Land, or feeling fat in Fitzgibbon.
That's pretty literal, too.
Gulliver, from the book Gulliver's Travels, visited Lilliput, where the people were the size of his fingers, so he was definitely living large. And when he was tapping his foot to the music, you know, he killed like 200 people. I need a category.
Songwriting can be a crime.
All right, it's time for a headbutt.
H-E-A-D-B-U-T-T, H-E-A-D-B-U-T-T, headbutt.
Step right up to your headbutt category. Songwriting can be a crime. Let's get the ball rolling at 50K for this headbutt question. Okay, here's how you headbutt. You're going to see an equation like this. All you got to do is figure out the parts and add them together. Let's see here. Paid athlete is pro. Littlest Hanson is Zach. Add them up. Prozac. Pretty simple, huh?
I'm probably
Now
not
check
going
it
to
out.
get
As
this
the
right.
time disappears, so does the money. So the sooner you buzz in, the better. Okay, put your finger on your buzzer and tell me, what's the sum of this equation? Prisoner plus part of a song. Okay, the first part of the answer is also another word for a scam or to cheat somebody.
Converse.
Start typing your answer. I've seen those new Dennis Rodman shoes. Yeah, they got steel toes for when you're kicking those cameramen around.
I like that type of question.
Alrighty, pick one.
Wedgies and Swirlies.
Coming at you, Wedgies and Swirlies. 20,000 bucks for a correct answer. Okay, now pay attention, there's gonna be a test. Once upon a time, there was this boy, right? And he couldn't even make it down the hallway at school without having his underwear hoisted up to his shoulders. He's so unpopular, right, that he couldn't even go into the bathroom without a bunch of kids shoving his head into the toilet. Okay, the guy was treated like a total loser, right? So he becomes an outcast, forced to teach himself at home, right? Where he studies so much, he becomes a billionaire genius. The end. So, which proverb does this story best demonstrate? A leopard cannot change his spots, April showers bring May flowers, beauty is only skin deep, or don't put all your eggs in one basket?
Yeah, I guess it's April showers bring May flowers.
Sometimes really crappy things bring good things later, like rain today brings flowers tomorrow. And being humiliated so badly you're forced to live in isolation brings brains and tons of money. Hey, which means I should be making my millions any day now.
Me too. Oh well.
Okay, pick a category.
Body surfing the World Wide Web. Remember when we called it that? I'm not the only one, am I?
Let's see what we got here. Body surfing the World Wide Web. Looks like this one's going for 10,000 bucks. Wipe off that finger, because here we go. Because it's named after the first person to travel around the world, which search engine would you expect to be most helpful in traveling around the World Wide Web? Lycos, Magellan, Yahoo, or Hotbot?
Yeah, it's definitely Hotbot. Or not.
Magellan is credited as the first explorer to travel around the world. Man, what an idiot that Magellan was. I mean, why travel anywhere when you can just download the pictures? I'm never leaving my house.
And then become the subject of an Animaniacs song much later.
Category, please.
How does Arnold memorize all those lines?
All right, dude. You just picked a dis or dat. The category for this dis or dat question is, how does Arnold memorize all those lines? Now, I'm going to read off 7 movies, and for each one, I want you to tell me if Schwarzenegger plays a good guy or a bad guy. As each one comes up, if he's a good Arnold, press 1. If he's a bad Arnold, press 2. And if you want to skip one, press 4. I'll add 5K to your score for a right answer, and 5,000 will be taken away if you get it wrong or don't get to it.
How many 80s movies would these
timer,
people have
please.
seen? Target audience.
Let's do it.
Really?
True Lies, good Arnold or bad? The Terminator. T2, Judgment Day. Total Recall. Batman and Robin. Eraser. This is it, Conan the Barbarian. That's all.
Some of those were kind of questionable, but you
You
know.
rock. Let's check out your score. Well, good things happen to good people, right? Yeah, right. Okay, let's move on. I need a category.
Small, but the rent's cheap.
And here we have, it's small, but the rent's cheap. 10,000 bucks riding on this one. Okay, now say you tell your sweetie pie or your honey bunch or your love pig or whatever that he or she lives in your heart.
Ow.
Imagine that your significant other actually lives inside your heart. Based on the number of separate chambers in the human heart, what kind of home could be made there? A 7-room split-level ranch, a 3-room condo, a 1-room studio, or a 4-room apartment?
If you have a 7-room heart, that's a problem.
The human heart has 4 chambers, 2 atria and 2 ventricles. And whatever you do, don't let them pound holes in the walls.
Yeah, that's problematic. Benjamin Franklin was an idiot, especially if you played Pepper's Adventures in Time.
Well, what do we have here? Benjamin Franklin was an idiot, and it's worth $20,000 if you get this one right. Here's the pitch. If American Eagle Outfitters were named after the bird that Benjamin Franklin wanted the American national bird to be, where would people go to shop? Crow Outfitters, Duck Outfitters, Turkey Outfitters, or Bobwhite Quail Outfitters?
Yeah, oddly enough, turkey.
If Ben Franklin had his way, the American national bird would be the turkey.
On sale this week only. All winter coats lined with stovetop stuffing are 20% off.
Category, please.
She should burn the cupboard and stay warm. Ew.
And I believe this one's called She Should Burn the Cupboard and Stay Warm. This one will get you 10 grand. All right, you know that nursery rhyme about old Mother Hubbard going to the cupboard to fetch her poor doggy a bone? Well, if old Mother Hubbard went to her cupboard to fetch the same thing that the president fetches from his cabinet, what could she fetch for her poor doggy? Medication, lawmakers, advice, or Air Force One?
If she had Air Force One in there, she wouldn't be poor anymore, but...
The cabinet is the group of advisors who help the president make decisions. In old Mother Hubbard's case, well, they'd probably advise her to get off her lazy butt, get a job, and stop feeding her poor dog bones. That dog's gonna choke on him. Okay, pick a category.
if you don't do this, you're a loser.
Time for the head rush. Keep staring at that screen, because when you see two words that match, you better buzz in. If you're right, I'll give you $5,000. But if you're wrong, your $5,000 is mine. Oh, and don't forget, your match better fit this clue. If you don't do this, you're a loser. Well, enough said. Good luck.
Clue. No. No. Find the murderer? How are they phrasing it? Yeah, solve murder. Sink ships. Eat the most. Yeah, this is get to the top. Gargle with salsa. I don't think you'd be a winner in any event there. Make words. Monopoly. Flunk. Get all the money. Rich works to risk. Conquer the world? That's how they phrased it, okay.
Nothing to write home about, but not too shabby. Let's see your final score. That's the game. Green, green, green. What can I say? Good job. And get a social life, you know. Throw a party or something, you know. Write some letters. Hey, thanks for head rushing with me. I gotta go.
Yes, sir, that's show business. Thanks, everyone, for your work. Baby Diva, are we back in the saddle or what?
Hey, you got the highest score of anybody. That must have taken a lot of brain power. I mean, look at all that smoke coming out of your ears. Wow. I mean, let me know if you want to play again, Einstein.
I am wearing headphones. It's holding the smoke in. But anyway, yeah. So this is kind of
I'm not cleaning that up.
easy. You don't know Jack, as you can tell by now. But there's only one more game of it, and I get to show off the headbutt, which is actually a really interesting question. I wish they would have incorporated more in more of their editions.
No pubic hair, no urge to rebel against my sex-crazed parents.
So anyway,
Suddenly
take care,
everything's
folks,
changed.
and I leave
I
you
guess
with
being a
what
teenager
passes
really is
for
going
the
to be a big
commercials here.
challenge.
But that's okay,
See you
Dachshund.
tomorrow.
As long as we keep up these overly self-aware discussions of our blossoming sexuality, we'll be just fine. And just think, even though you're a giant loser, everyone at school treats you like a king. Because that's just how life really works.
Puberty. It's a magical time in our lives that we'll never forget.
Boy, we sure do talk like teenagers, don't we?
We sure do.
Mira, es el plátano con el paraguas. Oh, oh, el plátano está buscando amor. Ay, pobre plátano.
Borg length times Borg length times 3, Borg length times Borg length times Borg length times Borg length, Borg.
I didn't touch it. No, no. Yeah, all right, I did it.
Tonight on WGUT, the Minor Medical Procedures Network, The Long and Phlegmy Road, one man's heroic battle with tonsillitis. Next week, don't miss Days of Our Hives.
Can somebody scratch me?
And Plastic Surgeon's Bloopers.
Oh, my nose!
Sorry.
WGUT, say ah.
All right, now listen up. Imagine that the student government in Saved by the Bell makes a new rule that you can't be a dork at their school. School! Hey, I'm Screech. Whoa!
Well, that pretty much describes the state of your mind right now.
But I'll tell you, now that it's a law, the first stupid thing Screech does, he's going down.
Next week on Party of One.
Like, hello? Sure is quiet around here now that all my siblings are dead or in rehab. Like, it's so unfair. It's no fun being a party of one. Yes, it is. No, it's not. I don't deserve to be living in this house with myself. I mean, I annoy me. Owen? Julia? Charlie?
You have a piece of mozzarella on your face?
Oh, I was kind of saving that for like a little mid-afternoon snack. Is it bothering you? Should I take it off?
Here's what my mother would call jambulka.
I swear to God, whenever she speaks, it's like fingernails on my face.
No, on the chalkboard. Was your face made out of chalkboard?
I put a little makeup on this morning.
You're breaking out big time.
Hey.
Hey, I don't swim in your pool, so please don't pee in my toilet.